say 2.1 human resources plus 2.3 creative resources. One of the things that we have to do, both from the positional coalition and from our own particular political party, Voluntad Popular, was to get used to the fact that we were facing not only totalitarian government in terms of their lack of respect for the law, but also they were totalitarian in the means of having an unlimited source of resources. So little by little, as the years were passing, the opposition, we were passing for a process in which we had less income, we had less resources, and the government were more and more. So we have to be really creative about the use of our resources, and we have to rely a lot more on human resources than in a cash flow. By instance, we use voluntary work for pretty much any kind of initiative we have. We have to make use of new technologies such as social media instead of the traditional media, because propaganda and commercials are expensive. We have to develop methods of popular networks between our neighbors and going to the communities, and even we have to increase our social work, which is rather expensive, by recruiting and putting all sorts of professionals to work and do social work for us. One of the several things we used to say at that time is that you cannot be a political leader if you are not a social leader. That means that our party, we had a really sense of awareness about the social issues. We make a lot of noise about going to the communities. This is one of the reasons because of why the government fear us that much, because until then they maintain a really social classes discourse in which the government is the only one to look for the poor and the position is the richest. So because they are rich, they don't deserve anything that the government has to share their wealth with the poor. But in Voluntad Popular, we don't do what other political parties did, that was going through the oppositional base, of electoral oppositional base, which they were a share market of electoral market. We were through the poorest, through those that it was only regained by the governmental party. By instance, in 2013, Voluntad Popular won 15 mayors, municipalities from the government hands. And in this year, this last elections, Voluntad Popular won 19 deputies from the government party districts. That means that our particular discourse from Voluntad Popular, it was successful in the means of making use of human resources and popular networks. One of our first slogans was to go over poverty, but in peace and democracy. That means that we wanted to maintain democracy and peace, but we were aware of social issues and we were aware of the poverty, which it was and still is one of our top priorities. So, the communities, they have so much needs, and we have established as one of our top priorities to go over to communities, even when we have to keep the electoral base, even when we have to keep running against the government, we work through the social work, and this is a successful thing that we have, and many other political parties have go into this, because only through the social work it's that we will, as we have regain the popularity. Also through the social work we are gaining the true development, and only through the social work is that we will organize ourselves at lower cost and a maximal effect in order first to regain democracy and afterwards to head for true development. Thank you very much.